So now let's take a look at our guy that's so excited, and he is excited about PE. He wants to participate. But what makes a quality physical education program? There's obviously going to be lots of components that we're going to work at. We're going to look at today. The top one, we always want to be grounded and guided by our state standards. So we want to take a look at the state standards that are from in our state of California. We obviously have our California state physical education standards, and we want to have those be the heart of what it is that we do within the physical education classroom. We want to make sure that it is student-centered and developmentally appropriate. What you're doing for your 7th graders, if you're at a K-8 school, should certainly not be the same that you are doing with your 2nd graders. We want to make sure that physical activity and motor skills are the core of the program. When you look at, this student right here that's dancing on his chair, where my mind goes is he's showing me some balance. He's showing me some movement. He's dancing, he's smiling. I could absolutely incorporate some physical education standards just in what he's doing right there. Not that I want all of your students to dance on chairs, maybe. But then we continue on and look at, we want to make sure that we are teaching management skills and we are promoting self-discipline. We want to promote inclusion with all students. We'll talk about that in just a few moments. We want to emphasize learning rather than the outcome. Did they learn what they need to be able to do? Some of our students are not quite able to reproduce into a kinesthetic or physical action, but they have learned it. They have been able to know, like, oh, I know what I need to do in order to properly shoot a basketball into the rim, but I'm just not quite there yet. We want to promote lifetime personal wellness. This is how we want all of our students to leave us, in knowing and having knowledge of how their body works and how they can continue to thrive for years to come. And we want to be able to teach responsibility, cooperation, and of course, promote diversity within our classes. I have highlighted all of these. Again, if you're more of a pictorial person or if you just really, really like a list. I'm kind of both. Sometimes my mind, it just depends on what time of day it is, right? It's we're getting on 3:56 in the afternoon. So I wanted to be able to provide you with a list. In looking at this list, what I encourage you to think about is think back to the memory that you recalled at the very beginning of our presentation today. And if you're willing to do so, just to summarize your physical education experience, if you could summarize it or just put one word into the chat, and again, participate at your own comfort level. I'm curious, as I kind of walk through what a quality physical education program looks like, if you're willing to share, what was your experience? Maybe it was invigorating, exciting, maybe, and others. And we realize that not all of our students and ourselves as well experience the same things or the same positivity in a physical education class. So take a moment, think about it as we kind of just look again over these slides. And I encourage you, if you're able or if you would like to, just throw in a word into the chat of what your physical education experience was like in one word. And again, the grade level standards have been linked for us. I want to also highlight physical education is a mandated curriculum. This is something that our Ed Code speaks to. We need to be providing students in grades 1 through 6 a minimum of 200 minutes of instruction, whereas our middle and high school students require 400 minutes of instruction. And both of these are over 10 school days. So really taking note that this is something that is mandated. We need to be following these types of instructional minutes by Ed Code. And just again, I wanted to be able to provide to you where it comes from Ed Code, should anyone, kind of need to be able to reference that. So this is where it exists within this presentation.